I read something, or I saw a very interesting interview where you were talking about how we don't know exactly where memories are stored. You know, we know on a molecular level how we recall them, but not exactly where they're stored. So can you talk about that a little about the engineering?
The amazing thing is in neuroscience, we do so much work understanding how the electromagnetic activities of nerve cells, 100 billion nerve cells, up to a quadrillion connections called synapses, how they're used to record experiences and how they're used to recall experiences and how they create associations. So one experience allows you to remember another experience and you associate the two. So when you recall a certain memory, depending on what stimulates that recall, you can recall it 5 or 10 or 20 different ways. So this idea of record and recall, we know how neurons, nerve cells, shoot electrical signals to do that. What we don't know is actually how memories are actually stored. I mean, you can recall the feeling you had. I can recall the feeling I had when my daughter was born. Right? I can recall that joy, that feeling of joy. How is that stored as a memory? I mean, I know I'm firing nerve cells right now that allow me to recall that feeling of joy. Or even my mother's face. I mean, I can see my mother's face right now, right? Where's that JPEG? How's that stored? This is the big mystery, and is how is consciousness itself stored? Where is it stored? Is it stored in the brain in fat and protein and water? Is it stored outside the brain like my colleague Deepak Chopra believes? As a scientist, I just have to say we don't know and be very open-minded and admit what we don't know and then try to think about getting to those answers. But we know very little about the relationship between consciousness itself and brain activity.